Okay, so uh, uh I was pondering what my next video should be when I had a funny idea. What if I what if I made a tier list out of people and see who could survive Mario 64? So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. First off, we have Subaru from ReZero. He's pretty much a normal human being, probably slightly stronger than the average normal person. But every time he dies, he just goes back in time. So could he survive Mario 64? Yeah, yeah, he could. Okay, next up we have Arkham Batman, and I think he'd be fine up until you have to play Dire Docks because if you ever played an Arkham game, whenever Batman falls into like any body of water, he the game just teleports him, or no, he climbs back up onto like the nearest ledge. So it's debatable if he could, because like I'm sure like the nearest ledge would just be like the platform that's next to the submarine, but like at the same time, there's a glitch in Arkham Asylum that would just let you pass by like if corner cover storage is what it's called, uh that you could just like use to like object. So I'm sure you could use that to get past the Dire Docks painting and just go straight to Bowser in the Fire Sea. So, it's possible he could survive Mario 64, but if with glitches, there's no doubt. Could Lightning McQueen survive Mario 64? No, he could not because I don't think that they never show Lightning McQueen able to jump, and you need to jump in Mario 64. So, yeah, tough chance. Okay, Walter White. Could Walter White survive Mario 64? I mean, he's old. He's a cancer patient, so he probably isn't that strong or physically fit. So, probably not. I don't think he has any materials to make his not meth to blow people up with. So, yeah, definitely not. Could Shrek survive Mario 64? Well, I think the question should be, could Mario 64 survive Shrek? Because go watch the Shrek movies. Shrek is an absolute beast, as the kids say. Could Jake Paul survive Mario 64? No, he could not. No, I don't even need to elaborate. Why? Okay, could no, no. Could Sonic survive Mario 64? Um, well, Sonic can't swim, so like when he gets to Dire Docks, he's just gonna die. But I'm sure like if he built up enough speed, he could bypass the Dire Docks portal and just go straight to the Bowser in the Fire Sea like Mario does with the backwards long jump. So with glitches, yeah. And same thing with Shadow. Yeah, Shadow's yeah, same thing with Shadow. Cuz I mean, maybe he could teleport because I know his homing attack instead of like actually homing in on them, he teleports to enemies, so but there's nothing to like home in on there, so okay, could other Shadow, Sid Cogino from Eminence and Shadow survive? I think the question is, could Mario 64 survive Sid? Because he can just straight up do anything and turn into a nuclear bomb. So yeah, yeah, he could Mario 64 would not stand a chance. Could Spider-Man survive Mario 64? I mean, this is just any Spider-Man. So I'm pretty sure he can swim, so Dire Docks wouldn't kill him. So yeah, Spider-Man could survive Mario 64. Okay, could Master Chief survive Mario 64? I think this is debatable. I don't think in any of the games Master Chief can swim, but like I'm sure he could just grenade jump out of Dire Docks. And like he'd freaking kick the crap out of the rest of the game, so he Mario 64 probably couldn't survive Master Chief. Could Morbius survive Mario 64? No. Do you know why? because fun facts about Morbius, he is super fit. He's a Marvel legend, and he needs blood to survive. And you know what the enemies don't have? Blood. They drop coins when they die. So Morbius would be screwed and he would die. So yeah. Okay, could Aether from Genshin Impact? He can swim. He can jump. He's physically fit. He probably, yes, he could survive Mario 64. Could Link survive Mario 64? He can't jump, but if you roll off of a platform, he will do like a sort of jump, and he can grab ledges. So, yeah, Link can survive Mario 64. Could PewDiePie survive Mario 64? Um, Probably, yeah. I think PewDiePie could survive Mario 64. He's very, you know, fit physically. So, yeah, and I think he's played the game, so you'd know what to do. So, yeah, PewDiePie could survive Mario 64. Um, could Optimus Prime survive Mario 64? Probably. Actually, I think this is a case of could Mario 64 survive Optimus Prime? Because I'm pretty sure Optimus can swim, so like Dire Docks wouldn't be like a problem for him. He'd be fine. So yeah. Okay, next up we have Buck Bumble from the N64 game Buck Bumble. He's literally just a bee with a gun. So I'd like to put that he could, but I don't think he could survive Mario 64. Because okay, could Mega Man X survive Mario 64? Yes. No, could Mario 64 survive Mega Man X? That's the real question. Like, go play the X games. Your X is probably the most powerful character in on this list. I know Shadow. Shadow beats him, but um, could Zero survive Mario 64? Once again, just like X, could Mario 64 survive Zero? Because I mean, yeah, not both of them can like survive underwater. They can wall jump underwater, so Dire Docks wouldn't be a problem, and they'd freaking kick the crap out of Bowser. Could Phil Swift survive Mario 64? Um, yeah, I think this is another case of could Mario 64 survive Phil Swift? I mean, I don't even need to explain why. Could The Rock survive Mario 64? No. Unfortunately, Mario 64 does not have any of the steroids he takes, so he'd probably die. So yeah. Could Tow Mater survive Mario 64? If he has all the spy stuff he has from like Cars 2, what could then if he has all the spy stuff he has from Cars 2, then it's a case of could Mario 64 survive Tow Mater? So yeah, it's kind of funny thinking that Mater would survive Mario 64, but Lightning McQueen wouldn't. Freaking Mater's beating Walter White. Okay, and could not and this isn't like Superman. This is Superman from Superman 64. And this is a hard no. There's literally no way he would survive this cuz like go play the game. Superman sucks in that game. There's no way he would survive Mario 64. Okay, I added more people, so let's continue this. Could a red ringing Xbox 360 survive? Of course not. Next, could Anakin Skywalker survive Mario 64? I think the question should be, could Mario 64 survive Anakin Skywalker? I mean, just imagine what he'd do. I mean, if anybody calls him Master Skywalker, jeez. I mean, we know what he did to the younglings, so could Palpatine survive Mario 64? Mario 64 survive Palpatine. Could Crash Bandicoot survive Mario 64? No, because Crash Bandicoot can't swim, so Crash Bandicoot is equal to a red ringing Xbox 360 in this tier list, guys. Could MGR Raiden survive Mario 64? No, I don't think you can swim. You can't swim in MGR, so going there. Could Metal Gear Solid 2 Raiden survive? Yes, cuz he can swim in that game. So yeah, it's going right in the second tier. Could Jetstream Sam? I'm sure he can swim and he's pretty cool, so I'm just gonna put him in there. Yeah. I mean, rightfully where he belongs, above Palpatine. Actually, well, it's like I can't move him over here. Shoot. Okay, could Kirito from SAO survive Mario 64? I mean, he is a gamer, so I think it's pretty true, fairly certain he can. Yeah. Could Thanos survive Mario 64? I'm sure he could. But I bet like he'd spend he says he'll get them, then spend 5 years doing nothing, and then go get them. Then get all the power stars and beat Mario 64. So he could. It would just take like 5 years to do that. Could Kazuma from Konosuba survive Mario 64? Probably. I don't think he's really physically fit. I think he relies on like a lot of buffs from Aqua to like actually do physical things, but I'm sure even without it, he probably could survive Mario 64. So going in there. Okay, could Sonic from Sonic Colors survive Mario 64? Yes. Even without glitches because he can swim in that game. So yeah. Yeah, okay. And finally, could James Corden survive? No. No, I want to put him. There we go. Yeah, James Corden goes below everybody else. Where he belongs. Okay, so that is the definitive tier list on who could survive Mario 64. This is objective facts. If you disagree with me, you are factually wrong. So yeah, see you for the next video.